नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, पाठीमागे आपण सोल्युशन्स पार्ट फर्स्ट आणि सोल्युशन्स पार्ट सेकंड अभ्यासलेला आहे. सोल्युशन्स पार्ट फर्स्ट मध्ये आपण सोल्युशनची डेफिनेशन्स आपण त्या ठिकाणी बघितली. शिवाय सोल्युशनचं वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीनं केलं जाणारं वर्गीकरण म्हणजेच क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ सोल्युशन आपण बघितलेलं आहे. त्यानंतर सोल्युशन्स पार्ट 2 मध्ये आपण कॅपॅसिटी ऑफ सोल्युशन टू डिझॉल्व सोल्यूट हे आपण अभ्यासलेलं आहे आणि ती कॅपॅसिटी मोजण्याचं जे परिमाण आहे की ज्याला आपण सोल्युबिलिटी असं आपण म्हटलंय, ती सोल्युबिलिटी आपण डिस्कस केलेली आहे. त्याचे युनिट्स आपण बघितलेले आहेत. शिवाय फॅक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग सोल्युबिलिटी हाही मुद्दा आपण त्या ठिकाणी बघितलेला आहे. वेगवेगळ्या घटकांचा एखाद्या द्रावणावरती होणारा परिणाम आपण पाठीमागच्या सोल्युशन्स पार्ट 2 मध्ये अभ्यासलेला आहे. आज आपण सोल्युशन्स पार्ट 3 अभ्यासणार आहोत. या सोल्युशन्स पार्ट 3 मध्ये आपण एखाद्या द्रावणाच्या ज्या काही संहती आहेत त्या संहती मोजण्याच्या वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतींचा अभ्यास करणार आहे. सो मेथड्स ऑफ एक्सप्रेसिंग कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ सोल्युशन. सो टुडेज पॉइंट इज मेथड्स ऑफ एक्सप्रेसिंग concentration of solution. Methods of expressing concentration of solution. First of all, what do you mean by concentration? Concentration म्हणजे काय? Concentration of the solution is the ratio of amount of solute to the amount of solvent or solution. So mathematically we can write concentration of solution is the ratio of amount of solute to the amount of solvent और सोल्युशन. तर हे जे काही अमाऊंट असेल मग ते सोल्यूटचं असेल, सॉल्व्हंटचं असेल किंवा सोल्युशनचं असेल, दॅट अमाऊंट कॅन बी एक्सप्रेस्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ मास, व्हॉल्यूम or the chemical method to express the amount of the substance is mole. So amount of the solute can be expressed in terms of mass, volume or mole, and depending upon these three units we have various methods to express the concentration of solution. Now there are some methods to express the concentration of the solution. First one is percent by mass, or it is also referred as mass percent. It is denoted by W by W. W means weight of solute and this W is nothing but weight of solution. So it is represented by W by W, that is percent by mass or mass percent. Second method to express the concentration of solution is percent by volume, or it is also referred as volume percent, that is represented by V by V. Now by the combination of these two we have third method to express the concentration, that is percent mass by volume, or mass by volume percent. It is denoted by W by V. Now fourth parameter to express the concentration of solution is part per million, which is represented as ppm, part per million. Now fifth way to express concentration is that mole fraction. It is denoted by X. Sixth one is that molarity. It is denoted by M, capital M. Seventh is that molality. It is represented by small m. Then eighth parameter to measure or to express the concentration of solution is normality, represented by capital N. And last parameter to express the concentration is formality, denoted by F. So these are the various methods of expressing concentration of solution. First one is that percent by mass or mass percent. Second is percent by volume or volume percent. Third, percent mass by volume or mass by volume percent. Fourth one is that part per million, or we can say ppm. Fifth one, mole fraction. Sixth one is that molarity. Seventh, molality. Eighth, normality. And the last is that formality. Along with this, we also discuss in this part interrelation, some of the important interrelation between these methods. So we discuss one by one method of expressing concentration of solution. Out of these, first is that percent by mass or mass percent. So what is mass percent or percent by mass? Generally, percent by mass or mass percent can be defined as number of part by mass of solute present in per 100 part by mass of solution is known as mass percent or percent by mass. Now this mass of the solute can be generally taken in terms of grams, and because of that the definition of mass percent is that number of grams of the solute present in per 100 grams of the solution is known as percent by mass or mass percent. Now how this mass percent is to be calculated? So calculations. Mass percent is equal to mass of solute into 100 divided by mass of solution. This can also be expressed as mass of solute into 100 divided by mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So here mass of solution is nothing but mass of solute and mass of solvent. The sum of mass of solute and mass of solvent is nothing but mass of solution. Now if we have some notation, suppose that W1 is the mass of solvent and W2 is the mass of solute. Therefore, this mass percent can be given as, that is, W2 into 100 divided by W1 plus W2. So this W2 is the mass of solute, W1 plus W2 is the mass of solution, and by multiplying by 100 we got this percent by mass or mass percent. Now the another term, that is ratio of mass of solute to the mass of solution, is also referred as mass fraction. So we have new term, that is mass fraction. Mass fraction is the ratio of mass of solute to the mass of solution. Now we have some another formula to express mass percent. Mass percent is equal to mass fraction into 100. So this is all about percent by mass or mass percent. Another method to express the concentration of solution is percent by volume or volume percent, that is represented by V by V. So what is this percent by volume or volume percent? Generally it can be defined as number of part by volume of solute present in per 100 part by volume of the solution. Particularly, it can be also defined as number of milliliters of solute present in per 100 milliliters of the solution is known as percent by volume or volume percent. Now, how it is calculated? So, calculation for percent by volume, the formula is percent by volume is equal to volume of solute into 100 divided by volume of solution. So it can also be written as percent by volume is equal to volume of solute into 100 divided by volume of solute plus volume of solvent. So by taking sum of volume of solute and volume of solvent, we got volume of the solution. Let V1 is the volume of solvent and V2 is the volume of solute. Then according to this notation, percent by volume is equal to V2 into 100 divided by V1 plus V2, where V2 is the volume of solute, V1 plus V2 is the volume of solution. By multiplying to this by 100, we got percent by volume or volume percent. So this is all about percent by volume or volume percent. It is applicable for those solutions in which solute as well as solvent both are in liquid state. So this is all about volume percent or percent by volume. Now next parameter to express the concentration of solution is percent mass by volume. Third, percent mass by volume, denoted by W by V. So this percent mass by volume can be defined as number of part by mass of solute present in per 100 part by volume of the solution is known as percent mass by volume, or it can also be defined as number of grams of the solute present in per 100 ml of the solution is known as percent mass by volume. So it is denoted by W by V. So the calculation of percent mass by volume is mass of solute into 100 divided by volume of solution. So we can denote, if W2 is mass of solute, V is the volume of solution, then formula becomes W2 into 100 divided by V. So this is all about the percent mass by volume. Now this term or this parameter is used to express concentration of such solution in which solid solute present in liquid solution. So solid solute whose amount can be expressed in terms of mass, that is W, and that as the solvent is liquid, solution is also in the liquid state, so it is possible to measure the volume of the solution. So for our convenience, we have the third method to express the concentration is percent mass by volume. Now next method to express the concentration of solution is part per million. Part per million. It is also referred as ppm. This method of expressing concentration of those solutions which contain very trace amount of the solute, ज्या द्रावणामध्ये अतिशय अल्प प्रमाणामध्ये निग्लिजिबल अमाउंटचा जर सोल्यूट असेल तर त्या द्रावणाचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन व्यक्त करण्यासाठी ज्या पॅरामीटरचा वापर केला जातो ते पार्ट पर मिलियन. जनरली आपल्याला माहिती आहे पोल्युशन्स घडवण्यासाठी जे घटक कारणीभूत असतात त्यांना आपण पोल्युटंट्स असं म्हटलं जातं. मग वॉटर पोल्युशन असेल किंवा एअर पोल्युशन असेल, ते जे पोल्युटंट असतील त्यांचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन सांगण्यासाठी जे टर्म आपण वापरतोय त्याला पार्ट पर मिलियन असं म्हटलं जातं. किंवा आपल्याला माहिती आहे की पाण्याचे दोन प्रकार आहेत, एक हार्ड वॉटर आणि दुसरं सॉफ्ट वॉटर, सुफेन पाणी आणि दुष्फेन पाणी. आता जे सुफेन पाणी आहे, जे सॉफ्ट वॉटर आहे की ज्याच्यामध्ये साबणाला फेस होऊ शकतो, आणि जो दुसरा प्रकार आहे हार्ड वॉटर की ज्याला दुष्फेन पाणी असं म्हटलं जातं, की ज्याच्यामध्ये साबणाला फेस होत नाही, मात्र फेस न होता त्या साबणाचा एक प्रिसिपिटेट त्या पाण्यामध्ये तयार होत असेल, स्कम फॉर्मेशन ऑब्झर्वेशन येत होत असेल, तर त्या पाण्याला आपण हार्ड वॉटर असं म्हणतोय. आपण हेही अभ्यासलंय की जे हार्ड वॉटर आहे त्या हार्ड वॉटरचा जो हार्डनेस आहे तो त्या पाण्यामध्ये असणाऱ्या दोन घटकांमुळे, हे जे दोन घटक आहेत, एक म्हणजे प्रेझेन्स ऑफ कॅल्शियम आयॉन अँड मॅग्नेशियम आयॉन. So calcium ions and magnesium ions are responsible to produce hardness of the solution or hardness of the water, and this hardness of water is expressed in terms of part per million. So this is the application of the part per million. Now how can you define this part per million? So part per million is nothing but number of part by mass or volume of the solute present in 10 raised to 6, that is 1 million part by mass or volume of the solution is known as part per million. How it is calculated? So formula for the calculation of part per million is, that is mass or volume of solute into 10 raised to 6, that is 1 million, divided by mass or volume of solution. So mass or volume of the solute into 10 raised to 6 divided by mass or volume of the solution, we got part per million. Now next parameter to express the concentration of solution is mole fraction. Mole fraction it is denoted by X. So what is mole fraction? Mole fraction is the ratio of number of moles of a component to the total number of moles in the solution. Suppose that we have solution containing two or more component, and the amount of these component, if it is expressed in number of mole, so the most convenient method to express the concentration of solution is mole fraction. So the calculation is that X is equal to number of moles of a component divided by total number of moles in solution. Suppose that we have binary solution, and we know that according to binary solution we have two components. One of them is a solute and another one is solvent. Now the amount of solute is N2, that is number of moles of solute. If N1 is the number of moles of solvent, then mole fraction of solute, X of solute, can be given as N2 upon N1 plus N2, where N1 plus N2 is the total number of moles in the solution, and that is the sum of number of moles of solute and number of moles of solvent. Similarly, we can write formula for the mole fraction of solvent. So mole fraction of solvent equal to N1, that is the number of moles of solvent, divided by N1 plus N2, that is total number of moles in the solution, or the sum of number of moles of solvent and number of moles of solute. So we have different formulae for the calculation of mole fraction of solute as well as solvent. Another important fact is that the sum of mole fraction of all component in the solution is always equal to 1. Suppose that we have binary solution, and binary solution contain two components. One of them is that solute and another one is that solvent. The sum of mole fraction of solute and mole fraction of solvent is equal to 1. So mole fraction of all component in the solution is always equal to 1. Here we have binary solution, and because of that we have only two components, that is solute and solvent. So mole fraction of solute plus mole fraction of solvent equal to 1. If we have ternary solution, then that solution consists of three components, and by taking the sum of mole fraction of all these three components, the sum is always equal to 1. So this is all about the fifth parameter to express the concentration of solution, that is mole fraction. Now next parameter to express the concentration of solution is molarity. Sixth parameter, molarity. It is denoted by M, capital M. So what is molarity? Molarity can be defined as number of moles of solute present in 1000 ml or 1 liter of the solution. So according to the definition, molarity of the solution M is equal to number of moles of the solute divided by volume of the solution in liter. So number of moles of solute divided by volume of the solution in liter. If volume of solution is expressed in ml, milliliter or centimeter cube, then same formula, molarity M is equal to number of moles of solute into 1000 divided by volume of the solution in ml or centimeter cube. So we have another formula to calculate molarity. Now by using notations, molarity can be given as molarity N equal to N2 into 1000 divided by volume V in ml. But we know that N2, number of moles of solute, is the ratio of weight of solute, that is W2, to the molar mass of the solute. So N2 equal to W2 upon M2, where W2 is the weight of solute, M2 is the molar mass of solute. By putting the value of N2, we got molarity M is equal to W2 into 1000 divided by volume V in ml into M2. So this is the formula for the calculation of molarity, where W2 is the weight of solute, V is the volume of solution expressed in ml or centimeter cube, M2 is the molar mass of the solute. Now the most important fact about this molarity is molarity of the solution depends upon temperature. How it is depends upon temperature? Remember that those parameters to express the concentration of the solution depends upon temperature whose measurement involve volume. as the measurement of the molarity involve volume of the solution, and we know that volume is always depends upon temperature. If we increase this temperature, volume of the solution also get increases. If we decreases temperature, volume of solution also get decreases, and that affect on the value of molarity, and therefore molarity depends upon temperature. Now the next parameter to express the concentration of solution is molality. And as we know that molality is the most convenient method to express the concentration of solution, as it do not involve measurement of the volume. It is only based upon mass of solute and mass of solvent. So molality it is denoted by small m. Molality of the solution can be defined as number of moles of the solute present in 1 kilogram or 1000 gram of the solvent. So we have formula for the calculation of molality of the solution in number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kilogram. So molality is equal to number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kilogram. If mass of solvent is given in gram instead of kilogram, then we have another formula. M is equal to number of moles of solute into 1000 divided by mass of solvent in grams. So number of moles of solute into 1000 divided by mass of solvent in gram. By using notations, we have formula N2 into 1000 divided by W1 in gram, where this N2 is the number of moles of solute and W1 is the mass of solvent expressed in gram. We know that N2 is equal to W2 upon N2, where W2 is the mass of solute and M2 is the molar mass of solute. We can write this formula as W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into M2, where W2 is the mass of solute, W1 is the mass of solvent, M2 is the molar mass of the solute, and thus by using all these we can calculate molality of the solution. Now the important fact about the molality is, as we earlier discussed, it is most convenient method to express the concentration. Why it is most convenient? As it do not involve the measurement of volume and it is independent on temperature. So molality M is independent on temperature. So molality parameter whose value is independent on temperature. As temperature varied, molality of the solution remains constant, but molarity of the solution may get changes. So this is all about the molality. Next parameter to express concentration of solution is normality. Normality denoted by N. Normality of the solution can be defined as number of gram equivalent of the solute dissolved in 1 liter or 1000 ml of the solution. So it can be calculated as normality N is equal to number of gram equivalent of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. If the volume of the solution is given in milliliter or centimeter cube, then we have another formula, that is normality N equal to number of gram equivalent of solute into 1000 divided by volume of solution in ml or centimeter cube. Now question is that what is number of gram equivalent? So number of gram equivalent is the ratio of weight of solute to the equivalent weight of solute. So weight of solute we can represent it by W2, equivalent weight we can represent it by E2. So we have formula for the calculation of normality A. N is equal to W2 into 1000 divided by V in ml into E2, where W2 is the mass or the weight of solute, E2 is the equivalent weight of solute, V is the volume of solution in ml or centimeter cube. Now, like to that of molarity, normality is also depends upon temperature, as its a measurement involve volume of the solution. So normality is the parameter which also depends upon temperature, and temperature changes, value of the normality of the solution also get changes. So this is all about normality. Now the last parameter to measure the concentration is that formality. Formality denoted by F. What is formality? Number of formula mass of the solute present in 1 liter of the solution. So formality F is equal to number of formula mass of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. What do you mean by number of formula mass? So number of formula mass can be calculated by taking the ratio of weight of solute to the molar mass of the solute. So formula mass number of formula mass is equal to W2 into F2. Formula mass is nothing but molar mass of the solute. In case of drug, instead of molar mass, the term formula mass is to be used, and formality is the unit to measure the concentration of drug, or it is also used to measure the concentration of some ionic compound. So this is all about the methods to express the concentration of solution. Now, next part of this is that relation between these methods to express concentration of solution. Now, relation between molarity and mass percent. The relation between molarity and mass percent is molarity M is equal to mass percent X into density of the solution D into 10 divided by M2, where X is mass percent of solution. If you have given mass percent of the solution, you can directly convert that mass percent into molarity by the use of formula molarity M is equal to X, that is mass percent of the solution, into D, density of the solution, into 10 divided by M2 is the molar mass of solute. Second one is that relation between normality and mass percent. Same as above. Normality of the solution N is equal to X, that is mass percent of the solution, into D, that is the density of the solution, into 10 divided by, instead of molar mass, here we use equivalent mass. So the relation between mass percent and normality is X into D into 10 divided by E2. Now third one is that relation between normality and molarity. Relation between normality and molarity. We know that molarity of the solution is equal to some factor N into molarity. If you are given molarity of the solution, we can convert this molarity into normality of the solution, or if we given normality, we can convert it into molarity by the use of this equation. Factor N is the basicity of acid, or it is acidity of base. So for acids and bases, we can convert their molarity into normality by using this relationship, where N is the basicity of acid or acidity of the base. In case of some redox reaction, there is change in oxidation number takes place. So in case of redox reaction, if we convert molarity into normality, the factor N represent the change in oxidation state of the compound. So factor N represent change in oxidation state, and thus we can convert given molarity into normality of the solution. Now next and the last relationship is the relationship between molality and molarity. Molality and molarity. Molality and molarity are related by the equation 1 upon m is equal to d upon m, that is molarity of the solution, minus m2 upon 1000. And thus, if we know molarity of the solution, then we convert molarity into molarity of the solution by the use of this relationship. And thus, here we completed solutions part 3, that is different methods of expressing concentration of solution. Thank you.